Good afternoon. Welcome here to field number one, the Balmasola Softball Complex in Bradenton, Florida. It is game 3 of the day here on day 14 of the FGCL, where we have the Manatee Squeeze set to take on the Manatee Impact. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. For the third game here on field 1, earlier we saw the Circus pull the 9-8 upset over the Slice, and the Aquanauts just beat the Sea Cows 5-4. And here is the starting lineup for the Manatee Squeeze, who enters today's game at 8-3 on a one-game losing streak for head coach Taylor Pinnell. Tied for third as we enter this 2:30 window here on day 14. Leading things off is center fielder Elise Crescio. Hannah Evans, designated player, will bat second. Brooke Massengale catching, batting third. Nina Passare, left field, bats fourth. Batting fifth is Ava Segura, the first baseman. Skylar Young, third base, batting sixth. Ariana O'Connell, shortstop, bats seventh. Madison Green, right field, batting eighth. And Eliza Johnson, second base, will bat ninth. They'll face in the circle for the Impact, the right-handed sophomore out of Indian River State, Jersey McDonald. Crescio steps in, and here comes the first pitch. It's inside for ball one. McDonald making her 5th appearance of the year for the Impact. She's pitched 11 2/3 innings. With an 0-2 record, 25 runs allowed, 12 have been earned. 7.20 the ERA. 30 hits, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks for a 3 whip. As a team, the Impact, through 11 games, have given up 90 runs, 65 earned in 71 innings pitched. Team ERA at 6.41. Elise Crescio at the plate, hitting an even 500, 12 of 24, 12 runs scored, 4 runs driven in with a couple of doubles, and 4 walks. As a team, the Squeeze, through 11 games, have scored 79 runs, have a team batting average of .339, and a team on-base percentage of .410. Crescio grounds this one to short. The stop made. The throw is in time from Bunsick for the first out of the inning. Defensively, for the Impact, Robertson in left, Smith in center, Linner in right, Chisholm at third, Bunsick at short, Boring at second, Coates at first, with Russell catching McDonald, Nolte and Mitchell, the DP and extra hitter. First pitch to Hannah Evans. Misses for ball one. Evans, 10 of 24, 417 the average, 8 runs scored, 8 runs driven in, has a home run, couple of doubles, and 2 walks along with a sac fly this summer. .90 degrees at first pitch, partly cloudy skies. There is a breeze blowing out. Swing and a miss there. Over on field 2, the River Mocs and Loggerheads are about to get underway to wrap up day 14 over there. So far today, the Skeeters beat the Finns 9-8. A 6-run come from behind victory for the Skeeters, and the Rodeo a 6-1 victory over the Queens. That's high for ball 4. So the walk to Hannah Evans will now bring up Brooke Massengale. Massengale is 13 of 27, batting .481 with 7 runs scored, 7 runs driven in, 2 homers and 2 doubles. That's a fly ball to center. Smith is there. She'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs with a runner on first now for Nina Passare. Passare, 8 of 20, batting .400. 6 runs scored, 2 RBIs with a double, and 2 walks. Yesterday, the Impact knocked off the Finns 10-5, and it was the Aquanauts over the Squeeze 11-5. tomorrow for these two teams. Impact will take on the Skeeters at 2:30 over on Field 2. Squeeze have tomorrow off. Counts now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff is swung on and missed for strike 3. It was in the dirt. They'll throw down to get the out and retire the side. Squeeze get a runner on, but can't get her off first base. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played a half inning. Squeeze nothing. Impact coming back. This is the FGCL. We move to the bottom of the first inning. No score between the Squeeze and the Impact. Here is the starting lineup for the Manatee Impact. They're 5-6 entering today's game on a 1-game winning streak for head coach Ashley Prangy in 7th place all by themselves entering today's play in the 2:30 window. Leading things off is center fielder Mackenzie Smith, Sammy Lehner, right field batting second, Harley Chisholm, third base bats third, catching batting fourth, Autumn Russell, Emma Robertson, left field batting fifth, Brianni Bunsick, shortstop bat sixth, batting seventh, Kaylin Boring, the second baseman. Extra hitter Jalen Mitchell will bat eighth, batting ninth is Calissa Coates, the first baseman, Cam Nolte, designated player, batting 10th. In the circle for the Squeeze, the right-handed sophomore out of Mississippi State. In the transfer portal, Sarah Phillips. First pitch to Mackenzie Smith is a blooper that will fall for a base hit just over O'Connell's head at short for a leadoff single. Phillips making her 9th appearance for the Squeeze. She's pitched 22 1/3 innings with a 4-1 record. 18 runs allowed, 16 have been earned. 5.02 the ERA. 25 hits, 14 strikeouts, 14 walks. 175 the whip. First pitch swinging is Sammy Lehner, and she puts it down for a base hit. So back-to-back singles for the Impact on the first 2 pitches of the game. Put runners on first and second with nobody out for Harley Chisholm. As a team, the Squeeze through 11 games have given up 55 runs, 46 earned, and 73 2/3 innings pitched. Team ERA at 4.37. Chisholm batting .500. She's 15 30. 9 runs scored, 6 RBIs with 3 doubles, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch. Takes a strike there. As a team, the Impact through 11 games, a team batting average of .322, 69 runs scored, and a team on base percentage of .390. The defensive alignment for the Squeeze: Passare in left, Crescio in center, Green in right, Young at third, O'Connell at short, Johnson at second, Segura at first, Massengale catching, Evans the DP. It's a touch inside. 3-1 the count now. Right back to Phillips. She makes the catch. Will throw to second, but dropping the ball on a possible line-out double play is O'Connell. So that'll just be an L1. And Sarah Phillips caught that ball out of self-defense for the first out of the inning. Autumn Russell now the batter. First pitch misses for ball one. Russell is 6 of 21, batting .286. 4 runs scored, 5 runs driven in with a homer and 2 doubles. That's a blooper that's going to be caught, and the runners either forgot how many outs there were or thought that was going to fall, but that'll be a double play to end the inning. For the impact here in the first, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played an inning, 0-0, squeeze impact. This is the FGCL. We head to the second inning. No score between the squeeze and the impact. First pitch to Ava Segura is a called strike. Segura, Young, and O'Connell due up. 5-6-7. Jersey McDonald back out now for her second inning of work. Segura, 8 of 28, batting .286, 3 runs scored, 6 runs driven in, a home run, a double, 2 walks, and a hit by pitch. It's a fly ball to deep center field, and that's off the wall. Segura will stay at first with a long single to start things off here in the second inning. McDonald, a sophomore at Indian River State this past season from Las Vegas, Nevada. Had a 4.32 ERA and 11 in the third innings pitched, 10 hits, 10 runs, 7 earned with 9 walks and 10 strikeouts at Indian River this past year. Skylar Young, first pitch to her is a liner to center. That's caught by Smith, and there's one away. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Ariana O'Connell. O'Connell, 11 of 26, batting .423. 13 runs scored, 12 runs driven in with 2 homers, 2 doubles, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Over the up-to-date standings entering this 2:30 window. The Slice, despite the loss today, still in first place. They are 10-2. Swashbucklers in second at 9-3. Squeeze and Rivermox tied for third at 8-3. Defends at 7-5. In fifth place, Rodeo, and sixth place at 6-6. Impact is in seventh place at 5-6. Circus and Aquanauts tied for 8th at 5-7. Loggerheads 4-7. Queens, Snowbirds, and Skeeters three-way tie for 11th at 4-8. And the Sea Cows in 14th at 3-9. This is day 14 of the regular season out of 20. We'll play the regular season wrapping up on July 7th. All-Star game July 8th. Playoffs start. Single elimination on July 9th. Champion crowned on July 11th. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and there's 2 away. That's line to third. Off the bat of Madison Green, the catch is made for out number 3 to retire the side. Squeeze get a leadoff single, but that's it here in the second. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the second. Still no score. This is the FGCL. Zero zero as we move to the bottom of the second. Emma Robertson now the batter. First pitch is a ground ball to first. Collected by Segura. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Brianna Bunsick. Bunsick. 10 for 26 so far this summer. 385 the average. 6 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, has a triple and a walk. Two balls, no strikes. Two and two now. Sarah Phillips in the circle. Sophomore at Mississippi State. Redshirted in 2026 and is in the portal. Ground ball to third. Another 3 unassisted. There's 2 away. The Hewitt Trustville High School product from Trustville, Alabama. In 2025 at State, in 10 innings, had a 4.20 ERA, 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, so 1-0 record. So 2 out, nobody on now for Kaylin Boring, the second baseman. First pitch misses for ball 1. Boring, 3 of 15, batting 200 with 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs with a double, 5 walks, hit by pitch and a sac fly, and a foul ball. The 2-1 is in the dirt. 3-1 the count now. Pitch misses for ball 4, and a 2-out walk keeps the inning alive for the Impact. And that brings up Jayla Mitchell, the extra hitter. Mitchell batting .308, 8 of 26, 9 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, 6 walks here in FGCL play. One hopper to short. O'Connell has it. The stop and the throw for out number 3 to end the inning. 2-out walk does no damage for the Impact. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2-0-0. Squeeze and Impact. This is the FGCL. No scores. We head to the third inning. 9-1-2 due up for the squeeze. Jersey McDonald out for her third inning work. Over on field 2, they're in the bottom of the second, and the Loggerheads have taken a 2-0 lead over the River Mocs. Here, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left for the impact. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left for the squeeze. First pitch is a strike. Johnson, 7-24, batting .292, 3 runs scored, 3 runs driven in with a double, and 8 walks. That's well hit to deep center field. Smith will go back, but watch it sail over the wall, and that is a solo homer. Eliza Johnson. It's 1-0 squeeze. First home run of the summer, and RBI number 4 for Johnson. As the teammate in 2026 at Indian River of Jersey McDonald, Eliza Johnson, goes yard, giving the squeeze the 1-0 lead. And Lise Crescio checks her swing at the first pitch for ball 1. Crescio, a sophomore at Oregon in 2026 in the portal. Was an all-star here in the FGCL last year. For the squeeze, batted .500. 22 of 44 with 13 RBIs, a home run, and 6 doubles. For Oregon, was 2 of 13 in limited action with an RBI, a couple of doubles, and 10 runs scored. That's low and inside for ball 4. So a home run and a walk for the squeeze so far here in the third. We'll now bring up the designated player, Hannah Evans. Evans walked her first time. Evans, a junior at East Carolina this past season, where she started 19 games, played in 54 for the Pirates. From Smithfield, North Carolina. For East Carolina this past year, was 9 of 51, batting .176 with 3 RBIs, scored 12 runs. In the league for the second season, last year she was a River Moc, and she was 7 of 34 with a .206 average with a couple of doubles. Has 6 pet cows. Callie, Dolly, Reba, Big Mama, Tate, and Red. The 2-0. Low and away, 3 balls, no strikes. How big does the cow have to be called Big Mama? The 3-0 is outside for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk. Second walk in a row issued by McDonald, and second walk of the day for Evans. So runners now on first and second. Still nobody out for the catcher, Brooke Massengale. She had a fly out her first time. First pitch in there for a strike. Another one drops in for a strike, 0-2. So McDonald's found the strike zone again. Massengale with a ground ball to third. The tag will be applied, and that'll be the out recorded. So Crescio is retired. Massengale reaches on the fielder's choice. Runners again on first and second. Now a one away. For left fielder, Nina Passare. Passare's 0 for 1. Struck out her first time up. Drops low for ball 1. Passare, a sophomore at Illinois Chicago this past season. She was 2026 Missouri Valley All-Defensive Team. Started and played in 42 games for the Flames. That's a ground ball to short. They will throw to third again to get the lead runner. And there's 2 away. I'll bring up Ava Segura, who singled her first time up. Two out now, runners on first and second. Segura, a freshman at Southern Miss in 2026 and is in the portal from Lafayette, Louisiana. Takes that to right, and tracking it down is Linear for out number 3 to retire the side. So what looked like it was going to become a big inning for the Squeeze, they only get the 1 run across on the solo homer by Eliza Johnson. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the third. Squeeze lead at 1-0. This is the FGCL. We move to the home half of the third inning. Squeeze with a 1-0 lead over the Impact. Coates, Nolte, and Smith due up. 9-10-1. Sarah Phillips back out for her third inning of work. And Calissa Coates will start things. Impact first baseman. See Impact try to answer back. Squeeze got a run in the top of the third. First pitch is a strike. Coates with a 214 batting average so far this summer. She's 6 of 28. 3 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, has a home run. On the ledger, ground ball snagged by Young at third. Throws there. There's one away. That's a really nice play at third base by Young. Went to her knees, snagged it, made the throw for the first out. That brings up the designated player, Cam Nolte. Nolte, 10 to 25, batting an even 400, and that's foul. She scored 4 times, has 8 RBIs with a couple of doubles. A little bit high, 1-1. Got a piece to foul that one away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Over on field 2, they're also in the bottom of the third, and the Loggerheads have taken a 2-0 lead, still holding on to it over the River Mocs. Ground ball to third. Young again makes a stop in the throw, and there's 2 away. Testing third base so far in this inning are the Impact, and Young has been up to the challenge. 2 outs for the center fielder, Mackenzie Smith. She singled her first time. Smith, the freshman at Indian River in the transfer portal from St. Bonifacius, Minnesota. It's fouled away. At Indian River this past year, batted .313 with 22 RBIs, a home run, 3 triples, 2 doubles, and 15 runs scored. The 1-2 pitch. Misses a touch inside, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Smith down on strikes, and Sarah Phillips sits down the Impact in order here in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We played 3. It's 1-0. Squeeze on top. This is the FGCL. We head to the top of the fourth inning in what's been a pitcher's duel so far through 3. Squeeze of the 1-0 lead. Skylar Young leading things off. She had a fly out her first time. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Jersey McDonald through 3 innings has given up just the 1 run on 2 hits. One of those runs a solo homer to her college teammate in 2026, Eliza Johnson. 2-0 now the count. Young, a sophomore in 2026 at North Carolina, and is in the transfer portal. Had 2 at-bats for the Tar Heels this past year and hit 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. And takes a 4-pitch walk there. Fourth walk of the day issued by McDonald. And that'll bring up Ariana O'Connell, who struck out looking her first time. Impact Battery coming together to have a discussion after 5 straight balls thrown by McDonald to start off this 4th inning. O'Connell, a freshman at Illinois Chicago, a Missouri Valley Freshman of the Week at one point this season, started 50 games and appeared in 53 for the Flames in her freshman season. And that's a ground ball through for a base hit. So runners now on first and second with nobody out for the right fielder, Madison Green, who lined out her first time. First pitch fouled off. Green, a sophomore at the University of Virginia in 2026. Started 23 games, appeared in 37. For the Hoos. Was 13 of 61, batted .213, 15 RBIs, had 2 homers, 3 doubles, scored 8 times. Lines that one, and it will be foul down the left field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Has a dog named Duncan after the donuts. 1-2, that's grounded to third. Making the stop and the throw is Chisholm. Both runners advance. There's now 1 out with 2 runners in scoring position for the Squeeze. And now the home run hitter, Eliza Johnson, steps in. Drilled a solo shot to lead off the third. First pitch misses for ball 1. Johnson, a freshman at Indian River State College, and is in the transfer portal from Holiday, Utah. Was second team all-conference at Indian River this past year. Three balls, no strikes. Batted 305, 39 and 128, 10 RBIs with a double. Scored 32 times. 373 the on-base percentage and stole 17 out of 18 bags attempted. And takes a 4-pitch walk there to load the bases with one away here in the 4th inning. So McDonald running into some trouble here, second time through the order at the bottom, and we head now back to the top, and Elise Crescio, who is 0 for 1, grounded out in the first and walked in the third. First pitch is a little inside for ball 1. Ground ball to third. They're going to throw home, and unable to make the catch is Russell, which will lead to 2-run scoring. So that's going to be an E2. Young and O'Connell both come in. Johnson's to third, and Crescio is to second on the fielder's choice. So a very costly 2-base error there. Makes it now 3-0 squeeze. And Lissy St. Jean getting her first at-bat of the day now. Replacing Hannah Evans in the DP spot. Tough for McDonald, got exactly what she wanted. Got the ground out. Would have had the outs at the plate, or the out at the plate, I should say. But the first error of the day by the impact proves costly. That's fouled off at the plate. The 2-2 is a ground ball to second, and that is going to be another error, allowing another run to score. E4 brings home Johnson. Now runners are on the corners with one away. Well, St. Jean does get an RBI. And Ashley Prangy now out talking with the entire impact infield, which the defense has not been helping their pitcher out in this inning. It stands right now, one of the runs are earned. But nothing else can be in this inning. And Brooke Massengale will be the batter in a 4-0 game. Massengale 0 for 2. Had a fly out in the first, a fielder's choice in the third. First pitch is a wild one. Scoring is Crescio on the wild pitch. St. Jean to second. It's 5-0. This has gone from a really well played 1-0 game to a 5-0 one that's gotten a little bit sloppy. Ground ball to third, looking the runner back, and making the throw is Chisholm, and there's 2 away. So now 2 out. Runner on second for Nina Passare, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. That's just a little outside for ball 1. Chopper to short, charging in is Bunsick, and her throw is wild. Here comes the runner from second, St. Jean. She will score. Passare now stands on second. So that will be an E6 the entire way. Third error of the inning for the Impact. And the wheels have come off defensively for the Impact, and that will bring about a pitching change. Yes, Natalie Snowden will be the new pitcher. Replacing Jersey McDonald. McDonald goes 3 2/3. Gave up just 3 hits. 6 runs. Only 2 are earned. Responsible for the runner on base. It would be unearned, but it would go towards her. Five walks and a strikeout. And now Natalie Snowden will come in to try to end this inning. First pitch swung on and missed by Ava Segura. That's outside, 1-1. Snowden in 14 1/3 innings has an 0-3 record. 34 runs allowed, 28 have been earned. 13.67 the ERA, 32 hits, 4 Ks, 12 walks. Her 5th appearance for the Impact. One hopper to third. Nice stop by Chisholm. She'll make the throw. 4 out number 3 to end the inning. But the Squeeze send 9 batters to the plate here in the 4th. They get 5 runs on 1 hit. There were 3 errors and 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 6-0. 6-0 squeeze as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch to Sammy Linner is low for ball 1. Linner singled her first time up. Trying to answer back after the squeeze scored 5 and took a 6-0 lead, and that's lined into center field for a base knock. 2 for 2 day for Sammy Linner. And that will bring up Harley Chisholm, who lined right back to Phillips her first time up. I think everyone was glad Phillips was able to make that catch. That bunt is down. Phillips will field and throw. It's not in time. Base hit on the bunt. Well placed by Chisholm. And now runners are on first and second with nobody out. I will point out, we have seen one 6-run comeback today already. That was the Skeeters over the Finns at 9:30 this morning. First pitch to Autumn Russell's in the dirt for ball 1. Russell's 0 for 1, popped into a double play in the first, where the base runners, I believe, forgot how many outs there were. That's a fly ball, well hit to left center field. That one's back and off the wall. Coming in, rounding third is Linner. She will score on a long RBI single for Autumn Russell. 3 straight hits to start off the 4th inning, and the impact's on the board. It's now 6-1. Russell didn't miss a home run by much there. And Emma Robertson now at the plate. She'll take the first, take the first pitch for strike 1. That bunt is down, but it's foul. Robertson, a junior at Winthrop in 2026. At Winthrop, batted .231, 25 of 108, with 6 RBIs, couple of triples, 21 runs scored, and was 10 for 10 stolen bases. Goes too far around on the rise ball there for strike 3, and there's one gone. Here in the 4th. That brings up Brianni Bunsick. She grounded out her first time. Hits the outside corner for strike 1. Throwing back behind a second, but back in time is Chisholm. Bunsick, a Western Carolina Catamount, freshman. SoCon all-freshman team. Yeah, a courtesy runner for the impact. Robertson will run for Russell on first. That's fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball to second. Convenient hop. And the impact hits into the double play. Yes, the out is called. And that'll do it for the impact here in the 4th inning. Unless they're going to challenge. At first base. One moment. Ashley Prangy is challenging the out at first. So, after the overturn, runners now on the corners with 2 outs. Kaylin Boring, the batter. First pitch is high for ball 1. Boring walked her first time. Swung on and missed. Runner now caught between first and second, and this time she is out. So tried to get into a run down to get an extra run across, but instead gets the outstealing pickoff for out number 3. For the Impact here in the 4th, 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. We played 4. It's now 6-1 squeeze. This is the FGCL. Skylar Young leading things off for the squeeze here in the 5th, just as she did in the 4th. Impact ran themselves out of an inning. Young is 0 for 1. The fly out in the 2nd, walked and scored in the 4th. Called strike, 2-2. And that one's up over her head. Making the count 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the walk is issued. Second time today that Young has drawn the free pass. And that brings up Ariana O'Connell, who is 1 for 2. A strikeout in the second. Single with a run scored in the fourth. First pitch is a strike. The Impact to league the lead in errors as a team had 3 last inning, which led to 4 unearned runs scoring out of the 5. And the league lead in errors in the wrong way for the Impact is a substantial lead. And unfortunately, it reared its ugly head here again today. The 2-2 to O'Connell. And that's going to be a fair ball opposite way down the right field line. Heading to third, safely there, and now taking second on the throw is O'Connell. Young induced the throw, and runners now both in scoring position with nobody out. Good base running there by O'Connell. As soon as she saw the ball was going to third, knew she could take second on the single. So now 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out for Madison Green. And that one is blooped, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Linear overruns it, and safe at second, just ahead of the tag, is Green. A bloop double brings in a run, and it's now 7-1. So Young scores. O'Connell now on third. And first pitch to Lauren Faulkner misses for ball 1. Faulkner getting her first at-bat of the day. Grounded to third, and now O'Connell has caught in a rundown. Chisholm chased her down and applied the tag without having to make a throw. So that'll be a fielder's choice for Faulkner. 1 out. Green's now on third, so runners on the corners with 1 away. For Reganicki, excuse me. So many hickeys. Hickey, a redshirt freshman at Virginia. Five of 16 on the season, batting .313, 3 runs scored, 3 runs driven in with a double and a walk. .353 the on-base percentage. And has a chance here to put this game into run roll territory. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. in the dirt, and now the runner getting caught in a rundown. They throw home, and that's not going to work. Coming in to score is Green. And that's going to be a double steal, so Green steals home. Faulkner's on second, and it's now 8-1. Two balls and a strike. Hickey takes that outside, 3-1. Called strike. And the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second base. 7-run lead for the Squeeze. Hickey grounds that one, and that's going to get through. So the base hit for Reagan Hickey, putting runners on the corners now with 1 away. And Crescio will re-enter to run. For Lissy St. Jean, who reached on air, drove in a run and scored a run in the 4th. That's popped up. Shallow left, ranging back from short is Bunsick. She will make the catch for out number 2. That brings up Brooke Massengale. She's 0 for 3. First pitch is low for ball 1. Squeeze trying to head into their off day on a positive note. They will take on the Circus on Wednesday at 9:30 here on Field 1. Impact take on the Skeeters on Field 2 tomorrow at 2:30. Ground ball. Everyone's safe. Bunsick unable to make the play. That'll be the 4th error of the game for the Impact, and it leads to another unearned run, and it's now 9-1. And Hannah Evans will run for Massengale as a courtesy runner now on first. Nina Passare at the plate. 0 for 3. Strikeout, a fielder's choice, reached on air. Foul tips that one in the glove. That's fouled off. That's slap foul. 2-2 is slap foul at the plate. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Squeeze have now put this game into run rule territory. Impact will have to score at least 1 to play a 6th inning. Unless Squeeze can add to the lead here. That's foul. That's inside. 2-2 the count. And that will roll foul. Quite a battle here between Natalie Snowden and Nina Pisare. 3-2. Another foul ball. Excuse me, that was 2-2. Another foul ball. The 11th pitch of the at-bat about to be thrown. And it's back to Snowden. She makes the stop and the throw for out number 3 to end the inning. But the Squeeze here in the 5th inning gets 2 runs, 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Impact have to score at least 1 to keep the game going. It's 9-1 Squeeze. This is the FGCL. Kaylin Boring leading things off for the Impact. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. 9-1 Squeeze. New pitcher for the Squeeze, Sarah Phillips, turning things over to Reese Hickey. Phillips, 4 innings, 5 hits, 1 run was earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Hickey making her 9th appearance for the Squeeze. That's a strike, foul tipped in the glove. 25 and 2/3 innings pitched with a 2-0 record. 20 runs allowed, 16 have been earned. 4.36 ERA, 24 hits, 25 strikeouts, 17 walks. Two and two now the count on Boring. She walked her first time. Squeeze scored 3 in the top of the 5th to put this one into run rule territory. That's fouled off. Hickey, a freshman righty in 2026 at Samford. Had a 3.78 ERA and 51 and a third innings pitched, 61 hits, 34 runs allowed, 32 were earned. Walked 24, struck out 42, had a 5-1 record for the Bulldogs. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. One gone here in the first. Or here in the 5th. And that brings up Jayla Mitchell, the extra hitter, who grounded out her first time. Puts down a bunt, and it will stay foul. Mitchell, a freshman at Memphis in 2026, and is in the transfer portal. A 6-30 with 2 RBIs and 5 runs scored for the Tigers last year. Takes a strike there, 0-2. That's fouled back. Over on field 2, they're in the top of the 7th inning. The Rivermocks have a 4-3 lead over the Loggerheads. It's been an interesting game over there. Ground ball to short. Stop made by O'Connell. The throw's in time, and the Impact are down to their final out. It's a game that the Loggerheads led 3-0 and had not given up a hit through 4, and then the Rivermocks score 4 in the 5th, taking the 4-3 lead. Calista Coates, the last chance for the Impact. First pitch is the ball. Coates is 0 for 1 with a ground out. Coates, a freshman at Towson from Baltimore, was 4 of 20 with 3 RBIs and a run scored for Towson in her freshman campaign. Called strike. And the Impact down their final strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 8-run lead for the Squeeze. Two-two. To the backstop. The count's full 3-2. Hickey looks in, and the payoff pitch. Coates pops it up on the infield, first base side. Faulkner calls off Johnson. She'll make the catch for out number 3, and that will do it in 5 innings. Your final score: Squeeze 9, Impact 1, as the Impact goes down in order here in the 5th inning. With the win, the Squeeze improved to 9-3 on the year. Impact falls to 5-7. Winning pitcher is Sarah Phillips. Jersey McDonald will take the loss for the Impact. 9 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 7 left for the Squeeze. Impact a run on 5 hits, 4 errors, and 3 runners left on base. And that concludes our broadcast day here on Field 1, the triple header. We'll have another one starting tomorrow at 9:30. Until then, for everyone here at the FGCL, I'm Tom Canterbury. Thanks for joining us, and good evening from Bradenton.